Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dennis Prager Show. The Wall Street Journal today has a feature article on Prager University suing. I've been waiting. I could not mention this because the lawyers asked me not to do it until the Wall Street Journal publicized it today. And it is literally in today's newspaper, today, Tuesday, October 24th. The announcement is now out. Fox Business reported on it as well. It'll get a lot of attention. I can tell everything, right? Who approached us and the lawyers and, Governor Wilson's involvement. Yeah, Governor Wilson, former governor of California, senator from California, mayor of San Diego. He and his very prestigious law firm, he got so disgusted with what was being done to Prager University, censoring us by YouTube, which is owned by Google. He said, we're coming on board to sue. It's been joined, supported by Alan Dershowitz. You don't have to be a conservative to support this. I'll speak to you more about it. Take your calls. The Wall Street Journal broke the news today. Of course, I've known about it for a little while, obviously. But Prager University in a sort of David and Goliath issue, but this is going to be a very big deal in America. See, if Google/YouTube can start censoring everything that is not on the left, see, we're a big deal because we have the staggering number of 500 million views between YouTube and Facebook. And if they can start doing this, then what is going to happen is our internet will become like our universities. I want you to understand the importance of this lawsuit. It's not my favorite thing to do in life, but it has to be done. They have not only censored, how many now are on their list of restricted audio? About over 30 out of our 250 or so that are up there. Really the ones that are just truly inappropriate for children, like my video on Thou Shalt Not Kill, or really Thou Shalt Not Murder, from my Ten Commandments videos, or the video by Victor Davis Hanson, whom you know from my show, and he's a real raunchy type, as you know. Victor Davis Hanson is about as appropriate a human being as alive, and his video on 5-minute history of the Korean War is been one of those. I should read to you the list to give you an idea. I won't read to you all of them, but I'll give you an idea. But please understand, if they get away with this, last year there were 3 major editorials in the Wall Street Journal about Prager University being censored by YouTube, Google, and it didn't work. I was sure that they would be embarrassed, but there's no embarrassing people on the left. There just isn't. They don't embarrass. I don't know why. I guess because they're so certain that they're morally correct, so they can't be embarrassed. But you have to understand what's going to happen. The university has shut down non-left-wing thought. I don't even mean just conservative. Non-left. You say there's only one race, the human race, and you're considered a racist at the University of California. That's an official statement by the University of California. It's unbelievable what is happening in our country. But if it happens on the internet, then the real place that there is at least free speech, or we thought, that will be closed down too. Free speech is not a left-wing value. Just remember that. Okay, are the phone lines on there, Sean? All right, you're on now, Alex. Hi.
Hi. Thanks for taking my call. What I wanted to understand was, in your lawsuit against YouTube and Google, on what grounds are you suing? Because they are a private company that
correct
that can discriminate as they wish against videos.
Right, but there are a number of things. Let me ask, because I have the living martyr with me here in Israel. Is the actual legal complaint open to the public to read? Because I would like to put that up. It's very well written by the lawyers, and I would like to put that up. I'm going to find out. I don't see why we can't. It's obviously any lawsuit is public. So I will put it up, and so you'll be able to read what they wrote. But in a nutshell, this is how I understand it, and I'm too busy to be thoroughly involved in it as much as others are. But I think I can give you an answer, and tell me if this registers. these people, Google and so on, they have a control over the dissemination of information on the internet. And because of that, they're sort of like a place that gives there's a word for it when we have like the electric company. All right, I'll get it for you in a moment. Yes, I know, not monopoly. It is a monopoly. It is getting to be a monopoly, but
a utility.
But there was, yes, thank you. That's it. It's a utility. It's right. So, and also there's another thing. I don't know if this is in the actual writing, but if I am a private enterprise, I can't, for example, say that blacks can't eat at my restaurant. Because you're private, it doesn't give you the right to discriminate just because you're private. Because if you have a public role, as Google does, then you are not allowed to discriminate, not just racially, but you can't say, well, I am the conduit to the world of Internet information, but I'm going to only allow left-wing information out. Would that strike you, Alex, as problematic?
It still does, because ultimately I believe private companies do have the right to discriminate, whether our laws have that.
Well,
or
not. All right. Well, it turns out I don't. If I thought that, I wouldn't get involved in this. The lawyers from Dershowitz on, including this very prestigious firm, do not believe that is the law of the land, and I believe we will be exonerated. I think we will win, because they work in a public space. And in a public space, when you are the only, especially if you're the only feeder, you have certain obligations to the society. This is established law. I think they'll lose, to be honest. I would not have, and I don't want to go into something, it's not my, I don't want to be a living martyr. How's that?